Hello everybody, this is Waldorf,
And this is Statler.
and today we got Battle Report 139.
139.
This was my Orcs and Goblins versus Highborn Elves.
And the Highborn Elves, are they look familiar?
No, not for the
Okay.
last couple games.
All right.
It was a different Highborn Elf player.
Just checking.
This was at the Game Store.
And just to be clear, that's the actual name of the place.
The name of the store is The
This,
Game.
this wasn't you just forgetting
Correct.
what its actual name was?
The
Okay.
name of the Game Store is The Game Store. This is a new shop that opened up a little bit further away from us than all the other ones.
You could say that.
But it's a very nice. It's another really nice store in our area. We're spoiled. I could never make it to this thing on a weeknight, but on a weekend, this is a nice place to go. All right. So we have my army list. Same army list I've been practicing with for Battle Cry. Feel free to pause it and take a look at that if you want to.
Or don't.
And the Highborn Elves. He had a prince who was the master of the Karnrig Tower. He had the Hero's Heart and the Book of Arcane Power. And he had a commander that was the BSB and had stuff.
Who had a big line? He was carrying a big stick with him.
That was it.
That's all he had. Is it?
He had stuff. I did not get his list from him. And I really don't remember much of what he did.
Okay.
I don't think he ever fought, to tell you the truth. Unit 24 Spears with full command of the Banner of Rima.
Okay.
A 10 Highborn Lancers with full command in the War Banner of Rima. 5 Reavers, a Reaver Chariot.
He's only got 2 banners of Rymon. I'm shocked.
24 Flame Wardens because they have the Rending Banner. 2 units of Sword Masters with Musicians. A Giant Eagle, a Sky Sloop, and 2 Seaguard Reapers.
Okay.
So not a lot of shooting. But what does shoot, shoots pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's got shooting war machines. Not too bad.
So we have a pile of garbage on the one side of the table. That was a terrain feature.
My earlier comment was referring when we recognized the models. And I do recognize the models.
Oh, okay.
As in you were using them for a while.
Oh, because
So you're
I
gonna,
was...
you're
now
going
I
to be
understand.
confusing our 3 viewers.
That's true. I
They're
understand.
not going to sure what side you're on.
Good point.
Yeah.
Now I understand the question. I thought you were referring to the other the Highborn army I've been playing against recently.
No.
So up on top you have a hill, forest on the right, forest in the center, water on the left, hill on the bottom, center, and a tower over there on the right, which was a building.
And a lot of Felter carb on the table.
Filter carb.
You need to... you didn't raise this boy right. He's got...
Yeah. He cleaned it up before the game started.
Okay.
I'll give you that. All right.
3 objectives across the center.
And the 3 objectives, these are the ones you pick up and carry around. And we played, the deployment had to be, you couldn't deploy in the 18 inches off to my right, and he couldn't on the 18 inches
Okay.
off to the left. You could leave stuff off and bring it in as reinforcements, but neither one of us did. There's a closer picture of his, a blurrier picture, a nice better picture of his garbage pile.
Yeah.
And left side of his line. That's a Sky Sloop in the back that's on the tree. Supposed to be on the tree, but it keeps falling off.
Okay.
He needs to
And that's
reglue
his
that.
phone.
And that's his phone, in case you want. No, can't read it. Too bad. My left side of my line. I do have the web launcher on the Gargantula. I need to get it mounted on back again.
So I don't see a web launcher.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to see
I see some
crossbows.
orcs bathing themselves.
You're not going to see crossbows on those orcs in the back yet either. Although I have got them painted now, and I just need to finish the basing on these guys. And
Say, have you painted the bases too?
I got to finish the basing on these guys. I got another week.
Okay.
Sound like another friend of ours. I got plenty of time. There's a week left. That's where we started. You see my mage is out of the unit because when I deployed, I dropped everything after a few deployments and was definitely going to go first. So I didn't have to worry about him hanging out there by himself. So we go to turn 1. Oh, this is Vanguards on turn 1.
We don't go turn 1, we go to Vanguards.
We go to Vanguards.
So you moved up and he's moved up on the flank.
Correct. Turn 1, Boar Riders on the left just move far forward. The Spider came forward a bit. I think he went forward to 6 inches or 7. Let's see, did he move? Yeah, he went forward. He went 7, so he could still shoot. Although he needs 6s to hit at range with that thing. Mage came up and joined the unit of boar boys in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And my 2 fighting units moved off to the right.
Okay. And crossbow stayed on the hill.
Crossbows are staying where they will. And the crossbows fire and killed 3 of his 5 reavers on the right.
How big was that block again?
20.
20?
They weren't all within arc.
Mm. Oh, okay.
And I'd rather take the 12 shots I think I had rather than
okay.
taking them at -2.
Mm-hmm.
I also got off the Bewitching Glare on his Lancer unit.
Okay.
And they elected, the spell got off, so he elected to do nothing. Rather than take the chance on a
right.
1 shot at it is 6. Because he's out of BSB and... actually, I think he's in Mage. I don't know. Don't remember. Anyway, he didn't want to chance it. It's not a bad idea. On his turn, the Reaver Chariot came up on the right. And
change positions.
they just kind of swapped with
yes.
each other.
It's like, hey,
it's not nice over
something
there.
kind of shooty over there. Send something that has even less wounds.
And the Sky Sloop came up to the hill so he could shoot at my boar boys.
Or at least it's treated.
The tree did. The Sky Sloop waited in the back. Unit of Swordmasters coming forward in the middle. And everything else just kind of hanging out back there. Where they are. He's trying to hide. See that? He's hiding that Reaper bolt thrower under his hand.
Oh, is that what it is? Behind all the
and
dice?
in the pile of garbage. Between the two, he doesn't think I'll ever see it. It's a pretty smart try. Anyway. And that was about it. Moving on to turn 2. Turn 2, the Spider, of course, you see moving up here on the left again. The Sky Sloop has shot 2 of my Boar Riders. But they passed their leadership and they moved on up to the base of the hill. They're not on the hill, so they cannot be seen by the Lancers.
Okay.
There we go. You can see the orcs have come up. He shot up my Wolf Riders, so they fell back a little bit.
Okay.
Come back in the group.
So the Boars and the Wolf Riders. All right.
And we go to Magic.
On his turn.
On his turn.
Yeah.
So Magic, I've got
Wow.
the...
You got all spells off.
I got 3 spells off.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I got the... What's it called? The Raven's Wing on the Boar Riders and moved out of the arc of the... Pushed him out of the arc of the Sky Sloop.
Okay.
Because he will charge me. He shouldn't, but he will. And he'll roll a lot of wounds and it'll be unpleasant. I got the random movement on the Swordmasters. The
ones up front here? Okay.
Will-O-Wisp. And I'm pretty sure, there's a second card. I think there's a second card. I've got the Bewitching Glare off on the Highborn Lancers again.
Okay.
So they're not moving a second turn. All right. And over here on the right is a little blurry, but that's the right side. The right hand side. Where did it go? Okay. There we go. Why did I have the other picture? Anyway,
I know.
the crossbows, all but like 4 of them were out of arc of the chariot. So we shot off the reavers that were right over here.
The last 2 reavers?
The last 2 that tried to hide from me.
Okay.
Other than that, that's it. I mean, my get launchers to this point have done not much at all.
Okay.
As you can see, nothing's...
I don't see any casualties on that night unit.
There's no... Well, I'm not shooting at the knights because they're held up.
Okay.
So I'm
targeting the...
I was targeting at the Swordmasters.
Oh, okay.
And his... I put 2 wounds on this bolt thrower in the back right corner.
Oh, okay.
Those things are actually really good targets for these.
Yes, they are.
Because they're only tough 4 with 4 wounds or something. All right. So on his turn, he has the Will-O-Wisp, so he elects to turn around and walk backwards.
How many? 2d6 or 3d6?
2d6.
Okay.
I didn't want to give him a chance to charge me. Because he was, like 13 or 14 away.
Okay.
So they fan back. His Reaver Chariot falls back. Oh. I did. What did I do? The Reaver Chariot. I put 2 wounds on the Reaver Chariot. I must have hit it with one of the get launchers.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know why I would have shot at it, but anyway, it's got 2 wounds on it, and it's trying to pull back behind the
Did you
tower.
figure it was easier to kill because it only got 3 wounds?
Probably. Thought I would disappoint him.
And you have three points.
The Sky Sloop has moved back behind my
Yep.
Boar Boys up on the top.
Mhm.
And I must not have gotten the
Yeah, 'cause
spell
they-
off on them because they moved.
So they've moved, yes.
Don't know what the third one would have been. Anyway, the Sky Sloop shoots and kills 2 more of my Boar Riders.
Okay.
And they pass their save again.
All right.
Pass their save. Pass their leadership check. Discipline check.
Mhm.
Moving on. This is where big units are just kind of hanging out in the middle.
Okay, and let's see. There's an orc that's lost.
There's one orc that's got lost because, yeah,
He thinks he's an iron orc.
delusions.
Yes.
Delusions of grandeur. That's what it is. Anyway, so moving on. There we go. Going to bottom. I guess this is his. Yeah, was the finishing up of his turn. And we'll go. Wow, go to turn 3. So there we got that.
Oh, you brought these boar raiders over. I didn't see that.
Yeah, how did the Boar Riders? They're there.
Oh, you didn't do any charges on your movement?
I must be on my movement.
Oh, look. Somebody's annoying me by calling. Always.
Oh, yeah, the Boar Riders backed up behind the hill from the Highborn Lancers.
Okay.
Spider moved up more, and this big unit of boars here with the mage on it came here so he can get 18 inches to where he wants to be.
Okay.
So you see over here on the right, I've moved my Nasher hero over here behind the tower, but not right up against it so he can see around both sides of it, barely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But he cannot be seen by that bolt thrower back there.
Okay.
He has shot me and put a wound on me. I think it was either that or the Quicksilver Lash, one of the two.
Okay.
The
Move your 2 blocks forward.
Yeah, the orc unit on the right, the Edbash unit, is touching the token now, so I can pick it up on my next turn.
Okay.
And the Get Launcher shoots and gets rid of that finally.
Okay.
Turn 3. Not bad. And the other one shoots and puts a single wound on the eagle.
Okay.
Because we're getting close now and I want to get rid of that chaff, but that's not going to do it. I get off the Bewitching Glare on the Sky Sloop this time.
Oh, there you go.
And it doesn't, he elects again not to take the test and
Right.
sits there. So I did the Raven's Wing and moved to his flank. So since he's not moving, I can charge him in the flank.
Yep. Yep. Did you fly over him when you did your Raven's Wing?
I did not. I didn't
Okay.
didn't have quite the movement to do
Okay.
it. And there you have that. And so both those spells got off, and that's where the -2 on the big unit of spears came from, the Evil Eye.
Okay.
The doubled up Evil Eye. And there's his mage, his BSB dying. Not really. I think that's his general. His BSB's in the other unit.
Did he
He
break
actually-
off the break
He
off
broke
the blade?
off the base.
Oh, okay.
So, and there you have that.
Okay.
He fires the, was it the remaining bolt thrower or something? Is it the remaining bolt thrower or another Quicksilver Lash? And puts another wound on my, puts a single wound on my other cave.
Are we on your turn? I'm confused.
Back on his turn.
Okay.
And now it's back to my turn.
Okay.
On his turn, he put the wounds on him. Back
Okay.
on my turn, I
Okay.
charged the flank of this
Okay.
Sky Sloop. I also charged it. It's hard to see, but the Gargantula also charged it.
Hold on. You would use your magic
Mm-hmm.
here.
Right.
So now, what did he do on his turn?
In his turn,
That's all he did is launch a spell?
pretty much.
Or you just missed the photos? Okay.
It's the only significant thing that happened
All right.
on his turn.
Okay. And we're back to your turn.
And then we
again.
bounce back to my
Okay.
turn. I did miss a couple photos.
Yeah,
There was
okay.
nothing significant in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
I declared the charge at him. He can't run. Oh, sorry. The spell had lifted. No, it didn't. I guess
No,
I charged
hasn't
it.
lifted yet.
So I charged it, tried to charge it. I tried to charge it with a spider as well. Spider didn't make it.
Okay.
And we have that.
Was there another random move on the sword masters?
The spider charged. That's what happened. The spider charged the sword masters in the flank. So he didn't. Or sorry, they'd moved backwards. So he charged them in the rear, I believe. And they elected to run. So I redirected. Actually, made my roll with it because I didn't want him hanging out here in the field with those unit of highborn lancers coming.
Yep.
So I redirected into the Sky Sloop.
And failed that.
And failed.
Bubble behind the hill. Okay.
But still can hide behind the hill.
Okay.
There you go. That's what happened.
All right.
Over here, he moved up to chaff me on his turn with the chariot. And I sent a Nasher hero at it to smash it.
And hit him in the back corner.
Correct.
Because
I don't want the sword masters here in the woods. If they come out and if I hit him in this corner, if they come out and hit me, I don't want him to be able to overrun into this.
Okay.
I could have hit him down further. But
yeah, no, I'm just curious.
It's the only
if you were just doing it just to annoy me to do the corner thing. Or if,
and that as well. It's an added bonus.
Okay. And you brought your other Nasher hero behind your
correct
Ed Bashers. Okay.
I'm keeping them here to give them at least cover. So now they have cover and target from that's remaining bolt throw over there,
and you did.
Which he keeps giving +1 to aim on it.
And you didn't go get that other objective.
No, I've got the one so far.
Yeah.
And he's not threatening any of them at this point.
Right.
So I'm okay with that. And there we get that. Oh, there we go.
You casting spells.
Me casting spells. This is the Will-O-Wisp spell again on the Highborn Lancers. So now they have the random movement 2d6.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what the other one I got off was. I got at least one. It looks like. Oh, I think I put the -2 to cast on this unit.
Twisted Effigy?
Twisted Effigy, I believe. Anyway, so we have that. And I hit him from the side, did a wound. He did nothing to me. You can see the wound marker in the back corner.
And he stood and he turned.
Stood and turns around and looks at me.
Okay. You got rid of that guy?
Killed that guy fairly easily.
And didn't do anything else?
Nope. I did not pursue or overrun.
Didn't want to be in front of anybody. Give him a speed bump to work with. Okay.
At least here I can control which way he faces when he kills me. So that's it. We're on turn 4. And the sword masters come after me.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm immune to psychology.
Yep.
Or sorry, fearless. And then he declared this charge. It's an 11. He needs to roll an 11.
Okay.
So it's, what is that, 16 inches away?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't want to flee with my mage, but I left him just that. But anyway, took the chance and did it. And luckily he failed.
Okay.
I mean, it's 11 on 2 dice. It's not a great number.
No.
But it makes you nervous when that happens.
9% or something like that.
So, the Will-O-Wisp on the Highborn Lancers, he just turns around and walks down the board.
Since you didn't get rid of Sky Sloop, he couldn't go that way. Okay, and he made it into your Nasher there?
He did.
And sent an eagle forward.
Eagle comes up, chaff my
and even though there's somebody on that eagle, there's not really somebody on the eagle. Correct?
There's no rider on the eagle.
Yeah.
There we have that.
He needs to get himself a naked eagle.
He does. Talked about overkill. He gets Awaken the Beast off on the sword masters.
Okay.
+1 strength.
Use enough dynamite there, Butch.
Exactly. This guy fires and
surprised
shoots
he lined
off.
him up the way he did. Not farther over.
Which way?
Closer to your unit, so when he reform, he has enough. Maybe he still has enough room to reform. Just don't want to get caught behind that tower. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like I said, the bolt thrower fires and kills my other one.
All right. Can't do it on the charge, but you can do it in the.
I don't get it. But actually, I killed it. It broke and ran, and I overran.
Okay.
These guys crushed me over on this side. Yeah, surprising. Go into turn 5. You can see the.
Oh, they did have enough. They
the
didn't
boar
have,
riders have overrun.
I didn't think they had enough room to turn around. So.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
We checked, and
I
I
guess
think
just how the camera, I guess, how it looks.
right. There we have that. Going into his turn 5.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, your turn.
My turn 5, apparently. My Boar Riders came up to harass. I thought really just adding insult to injury and charging him in the rear with the Boar Riders.
Yeah.
But I figured I would get killed.
The,
Playing around. So my Boar Riders have come over here, being cute, and you're going to pick up this token. The mage doesn't want the last bolt thrower firing at him, so he's hiding behind
the big spider.
He found a spider to hide behind.
Okay.
Again, witchcraft spells don't require line of sight,
Right.
which is fantastic. And there's the right-hand side of the board. And I did charge this eagle.
Okay.
Get rid of it. And there it is, gone.
All right.
And turn back, rotate back in a little
A
bit.
little bit so this
Yep.
your flank isn't exposed.
And now we're going to the bottom. Now, the tokens you have to pick up on the top of the turn.
Right.
So, something to remember. You have to pick it up on the top of the turn. So, we each only have one more chance to pick up tokens. I'm sitting on the one over on the right. I have this one.
Right.
So, he's got to get to one this turn so he can pick it up on the last turn. Anyway, there you have that. So his Swordmasters decide to come in and thin out the Ed Basher unit.
Yep.
And over here he's just moving stuff around. And there you have that. So...
And so the other Swordmasters rallied.
Why the Swordmasters... Oh, he did not charge me, sorry.
He's just trapping you up.
Yeah, he was thinking about charging me. I forgot to get rid of that picture.
Oh, okay.
He was considering charging me.
Changed his mind.
Because he was going to do a double charge with the Spearman as well.
Uh-huh.
And then figured that the Swordmasters would be doing it alone, so he elected not to. So, what he did do, though, is his bolt thrower in the woods, the Reaper bolt thrower, fired and killed 2 boars. And because I was trying to be cute and only kept 1 on the marker, I have to remove 2 casualties, and now I'm off the marker.
Yeah, yeah.
That was just dumb, bad play on my part.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I cannot pick it up on the beginning of turn 6. The
Right.
only one I have is the one on the right.
Okay.
So anyway, you can see that. Turn 6. So turn 6, I went ahead and charged the Swordmasters.
Okay.
Had I been
Why?
because I wanted to kill them.
Okay.
They've been tasking me. The better play would have just been to back up 2 inches.
I would think, yeah.
Would have been the better play. Back up 2 inches and then shoot them up with these guys on the hill, the crossbows.
Yeah.
Would have been the right move. But, you've seen enough of my videos to know that
Or the Spearman, whatever. Yeah.
that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What's that? Shoot up the Spearman?
Or the Spearman, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's why I end up shooting the Spearman. Yeah. But so turn 6. We go ahead and crush them. We're going to kill them. We don't like them. The Boar Riders just move over a little bit. Nothing big. This unit can't pick up the marker, the one on the left, so it just moves up behind the hill, so at least it can't get shot. It's my last turn. At least they can't get
So
crushed.
the spider just moved? He didn't charge
The
anybody?
spider... What did the spider do? The spider just moved off to the left.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go into the Flame Wardens.
And you didn't want to get countercharged by the Swordsmasters.
Correct. If I thought about charging the Swordmasters, but if I don't get through them, that unit of Highborn Lancers is in my flank.
Oh, I thought the other just charging the rear of the Highborn Lancers.
And I had the Highborn... I was out of arc of the Highborn Lancers.
Oh, okay. Didn't. Once again, the
cameras.
The wonder of photography.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't have the option of the Highborn
Right, that makes
Lancers.
sense.
I would have done that.
Yeah, it looked like you were in the rear. So okay.
So anyway, so that was my choice. Like I said, I don't want to mess with the Flame Wardens.
Yeah.
They're just nasty.
Well, you'd just be stuck there, and
I'm not going to get through them.
Yeah, and then he just hit you with the
Correct.
other guys. You'd be dead.
So there you go. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
You can let's see here. This, and there we go. I shot up a few of those guys.
Okay.
And get the... Actually, I haven't shot yet, have I? Because I'm...
Nope, you're casting spells. And you knock the guy off his rock again.
I put Will-O-Wisp on his Flame Wardens.
Okay.
Keep them out of the fight.
Yep.
And put... I think that might have been it. because he's still got Awaken the Beast on his Swordmasters.
Okay.
So I go into Swordmasters. He kills, looks like 7 of me, and I crush the unit.
Okay.
I actually
7,
killed the unit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wow.
What's that?
I was looking how many killed versus how many guys he had. How
Yeah.
many attacks he had.
Well, he's got a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
12, 13.
14, yeah. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Or you said he had +1 strength.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
So yeah.
Actually, strength or toughness? Anyway, one way or the other. Actually, it's toughness this time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Because I remember I was thinking about shooting him with the crossbows, and they were tough 4.
Okay.
Anyway, so did that, and I turned back to face into the center, and that's where it's going to look like going into the bottom of turn 6.
Oh, didn't reform.
What's that?
Said you didn't reform.
No,
Okay.
that would have been smarter. But I am 6 wide, which means everybody fights.
Yeah.
So you have that. So he charges me and kills 6 of me, and I kill 6 of him.
Okay.
So it's an even trade. We both have 1 rank. We both have 1 banner. He wins by a charge.
Okay.
So I have a rerollable 8 and fail.
Okay.
And I had I think we added up, I had a 16-4 victory before I failed the rerollable 8. And because of that, I had a 14-6 loss.
Okay.
He picked up 720 and 500. That's my general. The 520 plus the 200. This is the Ed Basher unit.
Okay.
So he picked up 1,250 points on the last turn,
Yeah. And the objective.
and the 3-point objective on the last turn.
Yeah.
Huge swing, because all I would have had to do is just leave the Swordmasters alone, or
Just back up and make that charge.
just leave the Swordmasters alone. Hell, I could have won the game if I would have just fled from this charge,
Yeah.
but of course I can't.
You
Because
can't,
I've got
the
the
sword
frenzied character in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Not the frenzied characters
Yeah.
up in the top right.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
But anyway, I don't recall having this big of a turnaround on the bottom of a turn 6 before.
It's not a common thing.
No, unless I'm playing you and you comment yourself off the board,
Yeah.
or miscast with your mage and kill him on the last turn. One of the two is usually.
Thank you
good.
for opening up old wounds.
You're usually good for one of those two. No, this really bugged me because this was just a bad move on my part.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to. Like I said, I could have easily avoided it. Anyway, and if I would have, the other answer would have been if I wouldn't have gotten cute with the Boar Riders, I could have just centered them up on that marker on the other side and picked it up on turn 6, and still had at least contested the objective.
Right.
And the 3-point swing wouldn't have happened, so it would have been 11-9. But anyway, that's the way it goes.
That's the way it's at. Okay.
That's going to be it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.